Yo, everybody. What's up, everybody? I am your host, Mario, with my co host, Alex, that we haven't seen him in a long, long time. Thank you, Alex, for joining us on the show. It is 103 episodes already on the show. So we're on the 103 episode. Thank you for coming on the show with us. I know we've been talking about it for a while. How are you doing?
I'm I'm doing okay. It's yeah, I'm just doing okay.
Dude,
I could
you
be
know what?
better, but I'm
No,
okay.
look, I'll tell you this right now from straight from the heart, dude. It's been a long time since we've seen each other, since we worked together,
Yes.
um, since what happened on your life stroke, dude. I to to be 100% real, it's not the same. I miss working with you. I miss you. You're a great person to be around, to always mess around at work. And now it's a whole different story since I'm not working where we used to work at anymore.
Mhm.
Um, oh, I need your address because I did get you something for your birthday, and I couldn't find your address. I thought you sent it to me, but I got two good things, awesome that you're gonna love for your birthday, and I got them. But I need your address.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll send
But
it to
yeah,
you.
dude. It's
I'll text
okay.
it.
Okay. And you, I hope you like it. I know you will. And I'm not gonna say what it is, of course, because it's been a while since your birthday. But happy birthday, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Um, with your with your fiance and with your family.
Mhm.
um so let's first talk about well, before we get into it, I have to play the intro. We haven't played the intro, so everybody, let's go again to the show. Marl's Open Talk podcast experience with my co-host Alex. Let's go with the intro. All right, everybody, there's the intro. Took me like about 20 minutes to make that. I swear, making intros is time consuming as hell.
Yeah.
Alex, I know the last time we talked about Fortnite, we talked about gaming, we talked about the Xbox at the time, a few episodes ago. But um, before that, you had a light stroke. Let me know how the process been, and I'm glad that everything's. You look great, and I mean, man, you look like nothing happened. So I'm very
I
thankful, and and I've been praying for you since day one, and I'm glad to see you. And man, tell me tell me the breakdown. Tell us the breakdown of how it's been,
well,
man. I know it's been
well,
hella
thank
fucking
you
rough.
very much for the introduction, and also it has been a while. Um um so to put it simply and plainly, I had a stroke, and it was a major and a minor.
Okay.
It's like it was a stroke internally in my head, not
Mm-hmm.
not anything dealing with the outside of the brain, but inside the brain,
Okay.
um, on the left hemisphere of my brain.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So everything that's on my right hand was
Uh-huh.
affected.
Okay.
So when it happened, I mean, everything that's on the right side of my whole entire body was affected. Um,
Okay.
when when it happened, I was just having a normal day, getting ready to go to work,
Right.
and I happened to just get up that morning, like around 5 in the morning. I felt like peeing. I went over to go to the bathroom and go and pee, and
But wait.
hmm,
Sorry to interrupt you. Ain't that crazy? It's always in 4 or 5 in the morning that we gotta go pee because that's normal for
yeah,
me. Going
yeah,
getting up 3, 4 the damn morning, and you're fucking sleeping good, and you're like, God damn
yeah.
it, I gotta fucking get up and
I
go
was
pee.
sleeping really good, and I was gonna have a great day because the prior day before that, I was I just it was my day off, so I had just gone out. Instead of spending money or anything, I just went out and started playing Pokemon Go with a
Oh
couple
yeah.
of friends, and we hung out. We got some ramen. Um, I ate a bunch of junk food, and then I got home. And then when I woke up, I had the stroke around 5 in the morning, 5,
Uh-huh.
5:20 ish, because I had gone to the bathroom. I I peed, and then I immediately turned. When I turned, like it was so weird because the whole room kind of warped in front of me,
Uh-huh.
and when I turned to my left to go open the door, I felt like my body was slowly but surely losing all its strength on the
Uh-huh.
right side. And I felt it in my face. I felt it on every single part of my body that's
Uh-huh.
located on the right side. Even my back muscles were like weak. So I slowly but surely started to fall.
Mhm.
And as I was opening the door, I started falling backwards. So I pulled myself forward with my arm, and then I stumbled forward, and then slowly I started to sit down onto onto the floor.
Oh
And then
wow.
once I was on the floor, I started to crawl my way towards anybody, to towards any of the doors. But all the doors were technically closed except for
Right.
my wife's. And then
Uh-huh.
I like I kicked the door open, and then I called out to her, but nothing was coming out. Like
Right.
I had no way of talking. Well, it was more like my speech was all gerbled up,
Okay, okay.
gargled up. I was thinking that I was saying everything correctly, but
Right.
for the most part, she was telling me, like, I can't understand you. Um, she immediately woke up my sister and my mom, and my mom told told us that either he's having a stroke or an aneurysm or something's going on, because this has never happened to him, and
Right.
he's never just joked around like this. At first,
Right.
my wife thought that I was joking, and I was like, I would never joke about this, and
Right.
um,
Right.
it was super serious. Uh,
Crazy.
um, but somehow in those moments I got out the words to say, "Take me to the hospital. Just take me in the
Right.
car." But instead of taking me to the hospital, my sister called the hospital, and they said that they're on their way. They were like 5 minutes away. So I was just like,
Uh-huh.
okay, that's fine. And then once they got there, they were like, "What's your main hospital? What is the what is the hospital that you would like to go to?" And then at
Right.
first I thought of my main hospital, which is over in Beaumont, not
Mhm.
over down here in Hemet, California. And
Okay.
then um, they said, well, they have a bed available right now because we just got into contact with the nearest hospital, which is the one here in Hemet. And they
Right.
said that that's the one that you're going to go to. And I was like, but can we just go to the other one? Because that's the one that I know that my insurance and all my paperwork and everything is going to be there. Everything is going to be available there. And they're not going to
Right.
ask any questions or anything like that. They're just going to go ahead and treat me, and that's it. But we were already on our way to the doctor's office before I even knew, before I thought.
Okay.
And once we got there, the whole process was like, it was like so surreal. Like you wouldn't you wouldn't believe like how many looks that I got. Well, essentially when the paramedics got here, they thought that I was lying or something, or they didn't think anything of it, and they didn't think it was going to be like a massive problem that it
Right.
actually was. So they were like, okay, let's just get you into the car and take you to the nearest hospital. We got to the hospital, and I was explaining to them that I felt like weakness on my right side, and all my words were all gerbled up. And I was there at that hospital
Hmm.
waiting for the doctor for about 2 hours.
Okay.
And for those 2 hours, I was like, it needs to be like right then and there. It needs to be quick, not take my time and just wait for the doctor to see me or anything like that. I I wasn't like I wasn't joking around. I wasn't making anybody. I like my my family already knew that this was serious,
Right.
serious.
Yeah.
Like they had to take me to that hospital immediately, and everybody else wasn't treating this serious. Like it's like it's like Twilight, uh, the Twilight Zone.
Right.
Like it was an episode like that where you get your arm chopped off, and then everybody is just like treating you like everything's all normal. Like why
So
don't you
what
just move?
what you during this process you were saying that people were looking at you weird or
Funny.
different?
Like
Weird.
everybody was like, just smile, just do just move. You can move. Why are you ignoring the fact? And I was like, what? And then it wasn't until like a little bit afterwards that um, I realized that it was a stroke. And then because I knew the symptoms, I knew that
Right.
the drooping of the face, my face was all drooped over because
Right.
like I couldn't move any of the muscles on the right side. Like it was perfectly down the line, numb. I couldn't feel anything.
That's
And
crazy,
then
bro.
I couldn't feel anything on my right side, and it just perfectly. Um, I just couldn't move a single muscle on my right side, so I was like freaking out because in the nervous system, if you look at like the the right side, or like if you look at when you're controlling your body and what's in control, your left
Right.
hemisphere is in charge of everything on the right side, and your right hemisphere is in charge of everything on the left side.
Okay. Okay.
So I was like, I was freaking out because perhaps maybe like my lungs might get affected, or my half of my stomach might get affected, or maybe even my tracheal, my speech cords might get affected because
Right.
everything is being controlled on on the left side of the
On your
brain.
brain.
And if everything is being affected like this, like my whole face, like half my body, like perfectly straight down the middle. And I was also freaking out because of my penis, but but yeah, I thought that I would never like use it because I was
Oh.
in fight or flight response, and I'm happy to say that I can, and it fully
Right.
gets erect, and
Thank the Lord. Knock on
everything's
wood.
fine down there.
Hey,
And
but Hey, but you wanna ain't that crazy through stuff that we go through, or just crazy stuff that we go through in life, or just period, is that we worry about that. Like, I don't know if it's a man thing or not,
Uh,
but it's like, shit. Is this possible? Is this are we be able to still use it? Of,
Um,
of all the things we're worrying about, we worry
well,
about.
I think my main concern with the whole thing with my penis or with anything was that, like, will I be able to give my seed to my wife, or will I just be unable to? That was
But
my problem.
but remember, there is ways now. Just in
Yeah,
case.
but you get me, like to feel the pressure of having sex is like something that can't be replaced by
True,
science,
true, very
or
true.
it can't be replaced by just injecting like a syringe into your
Right.
penis and then taking out the sperm, and then 2 weeks later they inject that sperm into my wife's
Yeah,
vagina and then
yeah.
inseminate. It's like, it's so technical that it
Mhm.
doesn't even seem like it's my child. You get me?
Okay. No, I totally.
That was like my biggest fear. And then um that was a fear that I had while I was inside of the hospital uh, during physical therapy, because um, immediately after this happened, it was like 2 hours. They should have injected me at the hospital,
Mhm.
injected me with the serum that
Right.
somehow goes in, like it's an injection that just goes right in and uncoagulates your blood, or unclogs any anything you have with your brain, or
Okay.
anything you have in your body.
Okay.
So um, it's a serum that you're supposed to get injected with within the first 3 hours of this
Okay.
happening. It was already, it took like a whole, like 2.5 hours for them to kind of like already figure out that it was a stroke, but they technically didn't even say that it was a stroke, because I I somehow regained some movement on my arm, on my hand, and I can move it
Okay.
just fine. I just couldn't feel anything.
Oh, okay.
Like, all feeling was gone, but I can move my arm. Like how I'm moving my arm right here, that's how I
Yeah.
can move my arm like this.
Oh, okay.
So I was moving my arm, I was moving my toes, but it was still numb. Just imagine like pins and needles,
Oh.
but my whole right side was in pins and needles,
Oh,
and I could
wow.
move it. So I think maybe it wasn't like a full stroke, but it was partial stroke, and they should have injected me right then and there. They did studies. They did um, they did a CAT scan and not an MRI. An MRI would have told them and shown them that I had something stuck in my brain, like
Oh, okay.
something in my blood that's that's somehow stopping and um, not wanting, well, not just something in my brain that's just like a black hole. That's how it looks like on the x-rays, that it looks
Oh,
like a black little hole where your veins are connected to your brain. And um but it was already it was already too late. It was already
wow.
past the 4 hours, and they saw me, and they saw that I was regaining all my strength back on my arm. I was regaining all my strength back on my leg. So they were like, okay, maybe this is over with.
Right.
This is just like a pseudo stroke. It's like a maybe it was gonna happen, but now that it's unclogged, that's what they were thinking without giving me the MRI and without giving me the 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 serum or the I don't know what it's called, but without giving me the injection, it caused so many problems
That's crazy.
because um, I you got to keep in mind that I got there around 5:20. I think it was 5:20 that my wife told me that I got to that hospital, and then I didn't leave until the afternoon. It was like 12.
Oh
I
wow.
didn't leave, but when I left, I had full control over my right side. I can
Okay, you
control
had
it
control.
just as fine. So
Okay,
I was
okay.
like, okay, maybe the danger's over. Maybe maybe it was just like a fluke or something was going on in my brain that somehow it went away. Just magic.
Oh,
Just like
okay.
magic. And I went about my day. I had to call in and tell them at work that I wasn't going to be able to come in because I wasn't feeling too good because I literally went to the hospital
Right.
because my right side was not moving at all. And then for some unknown reason, I have pins and needles all over my body. Not on my left side, but on my right side.
Oh, okay.
And then I told them I I was excused for that absence, and then everything was going like normal. I was eating just fine. I was I can speak just fine. And then I fell asleep and kept having that like weird feeling, like
Mhm.
kind of like tingling
Mhm.
on my right side, but not so
Yeah.
much. So then I was like, okay, maybe I have to
Miss
go to
your
the
beard though,
bathroom.
dude. I miss your
Yeah,
beard though. You look
yeah,
you look you look different though without the beard.
yeah. I know. I look like a child. I had
You
to
look like
go into the bathroom at around 3 in the morning. I went to the bathroom. Everything was normal. I fell asleep again. I didn't wake up until 11 o'clock the next day because,
oh,
like, I kid you not, I was on standby shutdown mode. Like everything from that night, like I fell asleep like around 8 o'clock when I got home from the hospital. So I ate, I fell asleep. I didn't wake up until like 2 or 3 in the morning. I had the feeling of going to the bathroom. I, my wife woke up. She went with me. I went to the bathroom. We came back. I was feeling normal. I told her maybe it's all over with. Maybe this thing just went away. And I was excited and happy that nothing happened to me in that moment. But then the
mhm.
next day when I woke up until 11, so like 8 to 11, I didn't. I was straight, fully asleep. Um, I got the weird feeling again. That weird feeling of like slowly losing motor movements on my whole hand,
Oh wow.
and I got the weird feeling on my shoulder. I got the feeling like on the right side of my face. I started kind of like feeling dizzy. So then immediately my mom my mom and my sister took me to the hospital again, but this time they took me instead of taking me to this one because you know what they said at
What
the
they say?
Hemet hospital? They said all I had was a urinary infection.
What?
That
And
was
this
it.
is at the Beaumont Hospital?
No, not the Beaumont one. The
Oh,
one
okay.
here in Hemet.
Oh, Hemet. Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's what they said. I had a
Wow.
urinary infection, and then I was like, but how does that explain any of this? Any of
Exactly. Yeah.
this? It. What does my penis have to do with anything up here? Like,
Right.
like it doesn't make sense. So then I got to the other hospital, and I can already feel less and less movement on my right side and less movement on my leg. But I kept pushing myself to try and walk, and then I slowly got I, I was again slowly falling on my right side. Like
That's crazy.
all of the strength that I had on my right side was slowly falling apart. So I just said, like, I think I'm having a stroke because my mom told me that I think that was a stroke. I think this one is going to be another stroke, or it might be the same one. We just didn't know about it. And then I told them to the doctors. The doctors immediately knew there what to do, but I had already told them that I had already this already happened to me yesterday from when I went to the other hospital, and then when I got to this one, it was already happening to me again. So
Jesus.
I was like, I was in freak out mode,
Right.
and um, I was just waiting. And they within 20 to 30 minutes, they took an MRI to scan my brain for them to make it official that I was having a stroke. They confirmed it, and they transferred me over to the hospital, to the main hospital instead of the emergency. And they said it was too late to put the injection inside because the damage is already done inside your brain. And I was like, so then what what do you mean? Um, Basically, like the blood clot was already there,
Right.
and it was already like, what did they say specifically? Like, if they if they caught on to this at the Hemet hospital
Mm-hmm.
and they gave you the injection, you would have been just fine. Everything would have been normal. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, telling me this after I've already been through all of this stuff, it was it was just getting me so upset. So
Yeah,
then
just getting you pissed off. Yeah.
getting me more pissed off, and they
Yeah.
were like, we sorry we couldn't help you um, here. You should have originally gone to San Gorgonio or here to the one over here in Moreno Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Because they said that they the hospital specializes in stroke victims, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck?
Right.
So
Yeah.
just because it was the decision of the paramedics to get me to the other hospital, that fucked up my whole life because that decision was made.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I don't know. I just I just kind of accepted it. It's just a luck of the draw, I guess. It was somebody else's like decision for me to go to the Hemet one,
Right.
but they 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 really fucked up my life because they didn't do exactly what they had to do of what's within protocol.
Right.
So I'm kind of stuck like this. I can raise my arm and everything, but I can't really extend it much. Like
Okay.
if you can see,
Yeah, I can see.
I can't really extend my right arm, and I can kind of move my left leg or my right leg.
Uh
If
huh.
I can show you right now,
Okay.
I can extend it, but I can't force it back. Just like my other arm, my other leg,
Uh
I
huh.
can extend it and do anything I want. I can't do the same thing with that one. I
Oh,
can only go forward, and
and
that's
this
it.
is the right side, right?
The right side
And that's the side that that we
was
I mean
affected.
that yes, and that's the one that you write with, right? Because you're right-handed, right?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
right-handed.
Okay. Okay.
I'm right-handed for almost everything that I do
Right.
in life. So
And that and us using our right hand, that's our everything until something happens, and then we gotta
yeah,
learn from scratch again.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
That's essentially what was going on. I was
wow.
in the hospital with physical therapy for about 2 3 weeks. For about 3 weeks. I say 3 weeks, but technically it was 2 weeks at another hospital for physical therapy, and technically it was for 3 days, 3 or 4 days, for physical therapy at the main hospital at Moreno Valley. So like, and but yeah, and
Wow.
then afterwards I came home. I got to tell you, like physical therapy was like the hardest thing for me because I had to retrain myself how to walk on one
No, yeah.
side,
Yeah, dude, I
how
mean,
how to like move my
how to do
shoulder.
everything again.
Hmm.
No, yeah, I mean, my cousin, he's in his 50s or 60s. Um, he had a stroke not too long ago, dude. Same thing. He couldn't speak though, like for a while. And thank God he's better now. But yeah, he had a stroke as well. But his was a full stroke.
Mm.
And he's like in his 50s. Well, let's say between his 50s and 60s. Let's just say there. And so it happened the same way it happened to you, dude. Like he went to the bathroom, he went to the side, and I was like, and my mom called me and told me what happened. I'm like, damn, mom. I'm like, mom, my best friend just had the same thing happen to him, and it was in the damn morning too as well. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, thank God he's doing, thank God my cousin's doing great too. I mean, thank God he's in therapy right now too as well. Um, he can barely start eating, because he couldn't talk for like a while.
Yeah,
Um,
because it messed with his vocal cords.
yeah,
Like maybe his muscles didn't activate right away.
yeah,
Um,
but yeah,
somewhere in the
man.
trachea.
But shout out to you, shout out to my cousin Louis. Thank God you guys are fine. Thank God. I mean, just I really thank God for both of you guys that you guys are just, you guys are doing the therapy. You guys, I'm 100%. It sucks, like it just sucks balls that you got to do it all over again. But thank God you're fine. You're walking, um, and just thank God that you're pushing through. And you look great, by the way. You sound great, um,
I
and
sound
you know
okay right
so
now, but when I eat, I have difficulty with like talking afterwards. Like I've noticed that when I eat, I can eat anything I want. I
right.
can I can drink whatever I want. I don't have anything wrong with my cholesterol. Nothing's wrong with my diabetes. I don't have any of those symptoms. I don't have anything wrong with anything in my
Any
body except for high blood pressure.
Okay, okay.
Um,
Yeah, my wife
and
has high
that
blood pressure as well.
and that I can control with just pills.
Yeah, exactly.
but
Yeah. With I
but
mean, yeah, look, I
essentially,
mean, with I mean, yeah, with 20 pills, but yeah, you can, I mean,
yeah.
we all. I mean, my wife has like 4 or 5 damn fucking. She has a damn pharmacy, and yeah, she can control it
hmm
just like you can. It's crazy how all these damn pills. Um.
but it's normal for it's well, it's not normal. So like everything is fine. No high blood sugar, no high cholesterol, no nothing. Like my cholesterol levels, they're non-existent. Even the doctor told me, like when they checked my blood, they were like, "This is some healthy ass blood." They were
Right.
like, "This it had enough oxygen, it had enough platelets, it had enough white blood cells, it had enough red blood cells." It was he told me that it was like the blood of like someone that is barely getting to their teens,
Oh wow.
like a teenager's blood. But essentially, it was it was really weird and really, I don't know, odd that I had high blood pressure. And he told me, "Have you ever had high blood pressure?" And I told them that every time I came to what every time that I went to a doctor's appointment or anything, I have had high blood pressure, but
Hmm.
it just calmed down afterwards. Like
Okay.
I don't know if it was like nervousness of being at the doctor's office or anything like that, but just um it, and when I'm talking high blood pressure, like when I got to the hospital the
Hmm.
second time, also the first time, but the second time when I got to the hospital, they told me that I was 200 over 120 or 130.
Uh
So
huh.
like normal levels for blood pressure is supposed to be like 115
Okay.
over like they said 60 or 70. That's normal blood pressure. That's like
Okay.
you or any of your kids.
Right.
That's just normal blood pressure. My blood
Okay.
pressure was in the 200s.
Oh, okay.
The danger zone is 150.
Okay.
So I was like well above
Crazy.
the danger zone. And then also the number below that was well above the danger zone, because the danger zone is considered in the hundreds. But with with what they got there at the hospital, they saw my blood pressure and they saw that it was like the lower number, it was at 130,
Hmm.
136 or something like that.
Okay.
So like it it was fluctuating a lot. They couldn't keep up with my blood pressure because they kept putting medicine that would reduce my blood pressure, but it wouldn't reduce it. So they were
Oh,
like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then they gave me some pills to take. They checked up on me, and they still had high blood pressure.
oh wow.
I was constantly sweating. Um, I
So
don't
your
know. It
blood
was
pressure was
like
just going like up and down with them trying to
going up
figure
and
out
down, up and down, up and down.
on your blood, trying to figure out what to give you.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
So yeah, and
Wow.
I don't do drugs. I hardly ever smoke. Well, I never smoke.
I
If I
don't.
think
Yeah.
about it, I just don't do anything. I
Yeah.
If I drink, I only drink on the weekends and at home. I
And
never
that's
go out drinking.
and then that's what I'm doing right now.
hmm Which is
Mm.
okay, which is fine, because
Right.
drinking also like um
And I don't drink
drinking is,
often.
yeah, I know, but drinking is technically healthy for you because it's kind of healthy for to clean out your intestines, your esophagus, anything you have that's bothering you, the high alcohol content
Mhm.
will will
Just like
kind
wine,
of like will kind of like solve your intestinal issues.
like
But
wine too, right?
yeah, but if you overdrink, just like with anything else,
Uh,
your kidneys will suffer.
right,
It's called kidney failure for a reason, because
right,
your kidneys can't keep up with how much you drink.
right,
If you're
exactly.
drinking every single day, opening up a can of beer or anything like that,
And a beer,
like
can of
everything is within moderation, and I thought that I was just fine. I was just drinking and eating everything within moderation. I would change it up. I would eat some fish some day. I would eat sushi. I would eat everything and anything, but I would change it up every single day so that it's not the same thing over and over and over again.
right.
And I would eat healthy. And I don't know. I'm here. So,
No,
and
no, I mean, no, dude, thank God everything's. I mean, you look great, by the way. But just
mm-hmm,
saying that you look great, by the way, and it's glad to have you back on the show. And I'm glad that everything's working great for you, slowly but
mm-hmm,
surely. But you look great.
mm-hmm.
Um, and just thank God that you're getting there.
Little by
So
little.
exactly. Yeah, we just take it day by day. We're not promised tomorrow. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm,
saying? So just thank God that you know that that you do get stronger every day.
mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah,
Hopefully.
you're doing your thing. No, but yeah, man. Just a quick question. How long do we have you for this podcast, bro?
I don't know
Okay.
until whenever you end it.
Okay. Well, I'm just making sure because I don't want to be in the way of if you have to get together or something. I just don't want to. Um, I don't want to.
I
I don't want to
I'm just
bother. You know what
I'm
I'm
just
saying?
sitting at home.
Okay.
I
'Cause-
haven't eaten, but the whole day I haven't eaten. But
oh
that's
shit.
because like I was getting prepared for this interview, because like I told you, after I eat, I have difficulties with speaking,
Oh, okay. Okay.
like talking.
Right.
Like the words will come out, but sometimes my lip or sometimes my tongue will kind of try to say the word, but it'll be jumbled up.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and I think
Oh,
it has to do with something with my muscles being atrophy for so long and
uh-huh.
not talking. So I was like this for I don't know, until October or November.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
That's
Well.
that's not until I started speaking a little bit more.
Oh, okay. Well, you just let me know whenever you get hungry. Just let me know so we can slowly and surely. Uh, if this has to be a part two, that's not a problem. Whenever you get hungry, you just let me know, and we'll go ahead and we'll end the podcast with this part one, and we'll continue with part two next week. Just whenever
Okay,
you get hungry, just let me know. Say, hey, you know what, buddy, I'm hungry. We need to get the fuck out of here. My ass is
I'll
hungry. I
let you
haven't ate
know.
all day. Goddamn it. Yeah, just let me know. But
Hmm.
yeah, dude. So just thank God everything is working out great for you, man. I'm so happy. I'm very happy. I'm very happy for you. Um, and I'm trying to click on something. I don't want it to mess up. Okay, nothing. Okay, it's loading. Give me 1 second.
Hmm.
I don't want her. Hopefully, it just loads and not plays. Okay. Oh wait. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Wait. There it goes. Oh, thank God I stopped it right there. Um. But yes. But but all means necessary, dude. Let's talk about what you've been doing, what you've been playing. Doesn't matter what you've been playing, what you've been watching. By the way, um, but I
I've
want
been
to get your
watching a
first
lot.
I that's what we got to talk about too. We're watching a lot of shows. I am too.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm actually going back to different shows as well. Um, and I just finished the Marvels 2 today. Um,
Uh, yeah,
okay, we could definitely talk about that too as
yeah,
well.
and
But
also talk about the shit show that was Madam Web. We didn't go
oh,
out to see it, but it was a shit show.
oh shit.
I'll just leave it at
Uh,
that because
okay.
everywhere
So,
you look, everybody's talking about it negatively.
oh my god. So I'm gonna play this right here. I'm not gonna play no sound because I don't want to get copyrighted.
Okay.
So I want to get your reaction when you've seen this. The possibilities are endless. Let's check it out. We can talk to it. We can talk.
Oh, okay.
Right while we're watching this, and yeah, just
Yeah,
dude, it's crazy how man.
we're gonna get to see Navi pussy all day.
All
No, I'm
right,
joking. Um,
you dirty bastard. Uh, but yeah, look, it says play, watch, create, and it says soonish. Um, bro, like this is just insane. Um, just the possibilities, dude, are just insane.
mhm.
Okay, let me go back to how we go back. Okay, all right, there we go. All right, so we've seen the trailer. Give me your thoughts on it. Like, just your thoughts on just the
Um,
Fortnite universe. Uh, there you go. You going
okay.
into Walter.
Um,
Yeah, dude.
I
Just
don't know. Like, I'm excited, but also like
nervous.
tempering my excitement because this is going to be the first time that a game like this, like Fortnite, has ever come out with something so big and so massive. Like, it can go one of two ways. It can go like they flop it, like hard. They have
Right.
like minimal amounts of stuff inside the game. And if you want to get inside there, you have to pay a subscription or you have to pay like for the battle pass. But the battle
Right.
pass no longer is going to be like the same price. It's going to be more expensive just for you to gain access to it.
Right.
Or this can go the other way. They can see us as customers, not just cash pigs, but they can see us as customers, as people who actually genuinely would like to play Bugs Life or something like, I don't know, like The Sword in the Stone. Just like
Which is my
epic,
one of my favorite movies.
yes, or like Hercules, or
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, or
One of
just
my
as
favorites
Robin
too.
Hood, like just to get the characters in there, or just to be the character that
I want
you
to be
want to
Little
be in
John.
there.
I want to
Okay,
be Little John.
or even some of the new ones like Princess and the Frog or Tangled. Like the possibilities are so endless. Like they're slowly becoming the oasis. Slowly
Yes.
but surely they're becoming what it is or what it was or will be the oasis. Like,
Sounds like a true Jedi speaking right now.
yeah, but like, um, have you seen the technology that they've come up with at Disney?
Oh, dude, yeah. Like
The one
like
where
you see the one
you can
when you
walk.
walk? Yes, I
Yeah,
seen that.
that
Yes.
technology will be implemented into this game sometimes in the future. Sometime in the future, uh, I'm just picturing it now, and it's going to be like 4 or 5 years from now. 4 or 5 years,
Right.
we'll have the platform that you can stand on, but of course, because it's Disney, they have to
Yeah.
sell it at an extremely high price for
Yeah.
just the initial release of this item.
Right.
But and they're going to sell it in different sizes. They're not going to
Of
sell it
course.
in like a massive size so that you can put it like a carpet, or they're going to sell it for just like a single or double, just like they showed off in just like how Disney showed it off. Like you can literally just walk anywhere but nowhere. Like you can walk like forever in that
Right.
in that on that thing. So, and also, um, I see Apple kind of on the other side of things, bringing that aspect of like virtual reality,
Mm-hmm.
and bringing it to this exact one, this market, this game.
Right.
Like they want a slice of the pie, but they're already in legal issues with Epic, so
Right.
Disney has to step up and actually become the next VR king.
Right.
Apple is trying to get into that market, but for the expensive price of a low price of $3,599, you can have your own. I I want to say paperweight, but I can't say that because you technically can have a giant screen anywhere, anywhere that
Right.
you go. You can do
Right.
whatever you want on this on those glasses, on those goggles, but
Just like the Apple Pro, like those new Pro VR that's like 3,000 some dollars. Holy
yeah,
shit.
exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Jesus
Like
Christ.
Apple has made like that jump that we wanted to
Right.
in gaming,
Yeah.
but now we need some kind of company to get a hold of that technology or get a hold of something similar to that technology, and come over here to Epic and convince them as to what VR can truly be.
Right.
Like I like when I see this, I immediately think of Ready Player One,
Right.
because they have all the characters already. They have
Right.
most of the characters, but not
I mean, look at
every
this map,
single one of
dude.
them.
I mean, look at this map
Yeah.
that I have put up here. Look at this, dude. I mean, look at the three maps. And, well, excuse me, look at more than three maps. If you can look at it, like, if you look down where the red ship is to the right, it looks like Neverland, like the map of Neverland.
Mm-hmm.
And see above, well, I guess in diagonal next to Frozen in the middle, there's Hoth of Star Wars.
Yeah. The Battle of
And
Hoth.
yes, I
And
mean,
over in the top left, I can also see like the like something Marvel related. Like what I'm thinking of is like a skull in outer space.
hmm,
Like the base of like the the Guardians of the Galaxy is like
yeah,
in that space which is called nowhere
right, nowhere, yeah.
within that Guardian skull.
Yeah, I mean,
And
we have the Marvel Tower, the Lucasfilms, ESPN, Disney Plus. I mean, where imagine if we could just walk in and we can watch Disney shows, just like how Fortnite used to show stuff in the theater back in the
mm-hmm,
day. Um, and just in the middle here, in the middle, I don't know if you can see my mouse. Can you see my mouse?
no.
Okay, okay.
but I
Well,
can
okay,
tell.
okay. Well, in basically in the middle, where the night before Christmas is, up to
Hmm.
next to the Frozen. Before you go into Frozen, there's a night before Christmas little corner map,
Hmm.
and then next to it there's Cars.
Hmm.
There's a Luis Tires Cafe, and I don't know if that's Stark Tower next to it. Um, and
I
there,
think
yeah, dude,
so.
this, yeah, and then there's Rick and Ralph Tower or Hotel or whatever the hell it is,
Hmm.
Rick and Ralph. I mean, dude, it's insane.
The
Um,
amount of
it,
characters and
like the
things that
multiverse,
they
it's
can
already
give us.
here in Fortnite, dude. Like, it's
Yeah.
insane, fucking insane.
And also,
Um,
they're going to be able to connect the multiverse from Marvel and the comics onto this one. Even though
mm,
they haven't made a single character from the multiverse official yet, but
right,
they can officially now be like, okay, you can be like the crocodile Loki,
right,
or you can be, I don't know, like the abomination Loki, or like
right.
instead of just Loki, you can be the cat Thor, or even better, you can be Miles Morales in the multiverse, in the Spider Verse, and you
Dude.
can get any character from that Spider Verse on here.
Ima- Imagine just the money of skins, bro. Like, oh my god, like,
If they see
dude,
that and they're like, well, if somebody's willing to pay for the cat skin, I guess we'll just give the cat skin away. And and then everybody's like, yeah, everybody's willing to pay for the skins that they want, as long
I
as
mean, look
it's
at this right here.
reasonable.
Look at that right there.
Yeah,
Who would
Sora,
not want? I fucking love Sora, dude. Like, just imagine. I'll do it in full
and
screen.
you
Like,
get the Keyblade.
dude, look at, yeah, and then the little darkness
Hmm.
as a back bling. Like, dude, like,
Hmm.
this is insane. Like, this is a what if. Um,
No, it's not a what if. It's an
I mean,
when.
now,
It's a
yeah,
when.
when, and shout
When
out
does it,
to,
when will it happen? When will this image be real?
right. Shout out
Because
to
everybody
King.
was always talking like, what if, like, uh back to the multiverse, what
Yes,
if characters from
right,
Marvel, they can be
right,
skins too. You can get like ominous dark, um Doctor Strange. You can get
right.
like Gamora, but as Thanos. You can get any of these characters now
I mean, I
just
mean, look,
because of this.
I mean, just think about before this ever happened. They already had collabs with Star Wars, with Marvel, Spider Man, the Miles
Jujutsu
Morales into the
Kaisen.
Spider Verse. Yes, I mean,
I'm just
anime. I
waiting
mean,
for their anime collaboration to also join in on this, because
oh,
not only is this amazing, but there's also the possibility of other shows to be in here for like, there was Jujutsu Kaisen, and there was
mhm,
also Invincible. Those
right,
are the
right.
only collaborations that stand out to me the most when it comes to anime.
Dragon Ball Z is
Dragon Ball
is
Z, yes, it
is it
is it's
anime?
technically
Is
it's
anime or
technically
different?
an it's an anime.
Okay,
I can't, I don't know. It's like an
it's
enigma,
kind of hard
right?
to say, right? Yeah.
Because it's not technically an anime, but it is technically an anime. Like,
See, that's a good question that I just said right there. Is that anime? Is Dragon Ball Z anime? Anybody write down in the comments what you guys think if Dragon Ball Z is anime or
because
just in the
I
middle?
think Dragon Ball Z is like something that has surpassed what an anime is or could be. Essentially, its popularity has
Right.
surpassed it. Not, I'm not talking about anything like for the for the animation quality of the whole show. I'm not talking about any of the powers, any of the
Right.
plots, story, any of the characters. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the popularity. Like
Right.
like if you haven't seen any side of like TikTok or like YouTube
I
from Mexico,
I do like your sweater, by the way. What is that on your sweater?
Jujutsu Kaisen.
There you go. Jujutsu Kaisen. There you go. Nice, nice sweater. It
hmm
looks very cozy.
It is.
It looks very
It's nice
cozy.
and warm, and it has the gray,
You
and then also
yes.
has the orange
See, yeah, I like that. That's really
orange hood.
cool. You look
hmm
really cozy, really
hmm
comfortable.
Um,
Wait, question two. Real quick. Stop it. Reverse it. Um, let me know if your battery dies as well, or if you can connect it, or whatever. Let me know if any of
it's
that.
at 66%.
Okay, okay.
hmm
Because I don't know if you can connect it, um, while
Well,
while you have it plugged in through
mm,
the headphones.
no, I can't.
Okay, okay, yeah, because your headphones is connected to the power outlet, right?
hmm
Okay, all
Yeah,
right. Well, everybody, while we have my boy Alex here until until his phone goes out, then
yeah.
because we're at 60%. Everybody, that's good.
hmm and essentially, like the possibilities of like what we were talking about, like in animation quality, like the popularity of Dragon Ball Z is like surpassed what we think of as anime. Um, Anime wasn't technically cool or made cool until it was available for the public.
Okay, okay,
So like I'm not trying to gatekeep anime. I'm just trying to talk more about like the struggles that we had to go through back in 2000,
hmm
2002 to see the animation or the thing that is called anime
right.
in the western countries or in the west, like specifically the US.
Right.
um, I came from growing up from Mexico, and I knew Dragon Ball Z. That was
Okay.
like the first anime that you can technically say that I watched. I didn't like it, but I watched it.
Right.
I Because I didn't find out that I didn't like it as much once we got to the Frieza arc, I guess.
hmm
Once because it was like watching paint dry.
Okay.
But watching the same episode done over 10 episodes
Okay.
and you just seeing Goku charging up for the spirit bomb that is going to kill Frieza, but we're like in episode like 4 out of the episodes that he's going to die because of the spirit bomb, and he's just like screaming the entire time, and we're like just get it over with. We're already 4
Right.
episodes in and you're teasing us with side characters. Like we don't care. We don't care about these side characters right now. We care about the fight that is going on in that
Right.
sense. This is back then.
Right.
Nowadays, I don't see any eh, like much of any anime that does this, but I also hate like it's one of my pet peeves when an anime like I love One Piece, love it to death
hmm
because I've been keeping up with it since it came out. Um,
Okay. Okay.
but I hate that they still have um, like you know that like you know when something starts like in the next episode starts and then
Right.
you get like the 1.5 minutes of like the intro,
Right.
and then afterwards you get like 4 or 5 minutes of like the previous things that happened in the other episode. That's what I hate. The 4 or 5
Okay.
minutes that they wasted all that time for us to catch up with what happened in the previous episode just to show us the next like 10 or 11 or 12 minutes of another episode, of a brand new episode.
Right.
They just wasted like a whole like 4 or 5 minutes of backstory that we could have been okay with. We
Right.
didn't need all that backstory of
Right.
the previous episode that we ourselves already watched.
Right.
So technically I'm just saying this for everyone else. Like technically I I immediately, whenever I'm watching any One Piece or anything like that, I skip. I tend not to skip through the openings, but
Hmm.
if an anime is going to start off with holding your hand and telling you this is what happened last episode,
Right.
it's already like yes, I know this. I watched this episode. Like I've been watching this for like years, man. Like get over
Right.
it. Get that thing is in the past. It's it should be dead and buried.
Right.
Like and it should be dead and buried because technically I didn't come in watching this
Right.
just to watch the previous episode. If I
Right.
wanted to watch the previous
Right.
episode, I would just click on the previous episode and I would know anything and everything that is going on
Right.
already. But then again, when I click on the previous episode, another 4 or 5 minutes pass of the previous episode. So I'm like, so technically, I don't even need to watch the whole anime. I just need to watch the ending and then
Right.
watch it backwards. Just
Right.
just watch it backwards and I'll get everything.
Right.
I'll know everything about the anime. But if I watch it every single week as it comes out and then I just skip through the 4 or 5 minutes, I'm okay.
True.
But then again, I'm left with 10 or 11 or 12 minutes of the actual episode continuation. It's just like a pet peeve that I have with just that one specific show. Like I
But
haven't seen a single other show that does like previously uh on the last episode. Like what why do you need to remind me of anything? It's okay
uh,
if it's a major fight.
right.
If it's a major fight, you can just show me the fight again because the animation quality was amazing and then
Right.
just continue through that. But
Right.
backstory of like two people just talking and like Luffy does like his gum fruit,
Right.
like like his solar hawk power punch. I'm like I didn't need to see that. Just show me what happens when it actually connects, when his
Right.
punch connects with what happens in the next episode. But yeah,
Speaking of that, since your battery's only at 60 or probably 59 now or
mm-hmm.
58, let's try to get into some movies, some TV shows before we get before
Okay.
before we leave. Let's get into the nitty gritty here of
Mm-hmm.
here. So
Are
all
you
right,
excited
so
for Godzilla and
oh
Kong?
bro,
Oh my
dude,
god! When I saw that trailer, I was like,
I was about to fucking lose
oh,
my mind.
oh,
Was it just me, but did he show Baby Kong?
no.
Yes, they
It
showed.
showed no, they didn't. They didn't
Okay,
show
so that
Baby
was him
Kong.
then. So that was
No,
him then.
no,
No.
that wasn't Baby Kong.
Oh, okay, okay,
There was no Baby Kong. They showed
okay.
a different race of King Kong.
Oh,
So
okay,
like you
okay.
know how there's like different primates,
Right.
like there's gorillas and there's orangutans and there's like capuchin monkeys and stuff. It's just like that. King Kong
Okay.
is the last known technically gorilla
Right.
of that race.
Okay.
And technically
So
what they showed off was the kid of or some kid of an ancestor of technically like the orangutan leaders, like the
okay.
orangutan, like the red apes.
Okay. Okay. The red
Mm-hmm.
apes. Okay.
Red
So
apes.
so Kong or Godzilla versus Kong. We're waiting for that. Um, did you see the trailer of Deadpool 3, bro?
Yes, I did. I'm
Dude,
excited about that one
was
too.
that dude? Me and my wife
That's
is
the
like
only
lost our
excited
mind.
movie that has excited
That's
me
probably out right now,
just as much as just as much as Deadpool 2 and Deadpool the first one.
dude. Um, when when they showed um when they showed that trailer during the Super Bowl, within 24 hours,
353 million.
365, yes,
Yeah, 360, 350
365 million, yeah.
views just because of the trailer.
365 views of the trailer, bro, within 24 hours.
That was because everybody knows that if it's made by the same people who made the second one and the same people who made the first one, they know that this one is going to be good. It's the same
Dude, I
exact people,
mean,
same writers, same producers, same exact directors. It's the same thing.
dude, like I like there's like that's the only one that really popped out was the Deadpool 3. Cuz it just looked just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Um and it was just insane. Um and let me see the movies that okay, what movies have you watched so far was a disappointment so far?
Uh, the Marvels is like top one as
Damn.
disappointment. Well, technically not disappointment. No, like I went into it knowing the backlash that everyone talked
Was
about
talking about?
because
Yeah.
I didn't watch it in theaters. I watched it. Oh wait, I did watch it in theaters. I remember
Okay.
now. I watched it in theaters with my wife, and I think I watched it with somebody else. I think it was my friend Chris, but
Okay.
I watched it with him, and
Okay.
when I got out, I was like, it was a movie. Like I could tell that Nick Fury was taking it seriously, and
Yeah, he was.
also Kamala Khan, she was taking it
Yeah.
seriously. The actress, everybody else was taking it seriously, and also technically, I don't remember what her name was. The one that is supposed to be Nova or Nova Prime or something like that. Like the one that can also use light. She can see light.
Oh, you mean
The
okay,
one that
okay, wait.
has I
Oh,
don't know
wait, so
the
you
actress's
mean
name.
I don't know, but you mean the black chick, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, her, yeah.
Um
Yeah,
yeah.
she
She
had a bad
she
power too.
she technically was cool, but then like I don't know, it kind of like seemed weird that like out of nowhere there was that scene where Nick Fury was like,
It
well,
was
if
funny
you don't,
though. It was
it was
funny.
funny, but
It was
it
funny.
kind of like took
I give it
took
a
me
three
out.
star.
Yeah, it
I'll
it
give it
kind of
I'll
took me out of the action and everything that was happening when Nick Fury was in the back porch watching Kamala Harris falling down from the sky, and then
Oh,
she said, "Well, go get her, black magic," or something like
uh-huh,
that. And I was
uh-huh.
like, "What?" Like, I guess that's okay to say, I guess, but I it seemed kind of like racist, but not racist. But then I guess it was okay in that universe because they had
It was a
they already
joke. It was a
established
joke.
it was a joke, but then it took me out of it like real quick,
Uh-huh.
and then
I don't know.
I
I thought it
got
was.
back into it.
I,
it
I
I
mean,
got
I mean,
back into it
I thought it was funny.
immediately afterwards when she crashed down, and it, that was the only thing that I'll say that like took me out of the movie going experience. Just
Hmm.
that one line, I was like, did Nick Fury just say that to another hero?
Hmm.
Like I thought the only hero that he acted that way was supposed to be like Captain Marvel.
Hmm.
Like, you get me? Like, he
Yeah,
acts that way towards Captain Marvel, not
because he knows her for so long. Not
yeah,
with, not with her because he
not with
barely knew
her.
her.
That's why
Yeah.
the
No, I
the
get your
saying was like
no.
kind of like, was he always like this with her? Like, when
Right.
I was watching it, I was like, eh. It
I
was
mean,
it was okay in
I
that
mean, yeah, because
scene.
they don't really show us a backstory that they know each other so much.
Yeah,
Like they
they
didn't
didn't
yeah,
establish the
they didn't
character. Just
yeah,
they just
they
showed us
didn't.
how she got her powers, how she was in the Marvel universe, and that's it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
showed
not so
us
much back.
the powers and how she was in the show, in the TV show, and then now we're getting to know her a little bit more.
Right.
I don't know. It was just like a
That's
it kind of went downhill. Like, I think every single movie from now on is going to be surgically like watched at by everyone because the passion isn't there to make these movies anymore. Um,
right.
like the Eternals, it's there, but it's not there. You get me?
Okay, so what was better,
Um,
the Eternals or was the Marvels?
the Eternals,
I have I
the
100%
Marvels,
agree
I
with you.
guess. I
Wait, wait,
guess
wait,
it's the
wait.
Marvels.
Okay, wait. So
It,
you
it, it. I'm not saying it was good, but it was bad.
I'm just saying which one was better. The just simple, just was it the Marvels or was it the Eternals? First and second. What was
None
first and
of
second
them.
to you?
I
Well,
wouldn't
I mean,
watch them. I wouldn't watch them again.
no, no,
To
yeah,
be honest with you,
exactly.
I wouldn't watch them
No,
again. So I'm like,
I 100% agree with
the
you.
better one would be Shang-Chi, and that
That's
one is miles above
yeah. Oh yeah, that one's a five
these
star
two.
movie all the way.
That one
Um,
is like, it took me back into like what happened in like the Drunken Master, or like all these fight scenes with what I've seen and what I've grown up with Jackie Chan doing,
right.
like
Jackie
all the
Chan,
fight
Jet
scenes in
Li.
that one. But then again, the fight scenes didn't hold up well in the final act.
You
The
mean
final act when he was like
when he was finding his
what
dad?
I'm when he's no, not when he's fighting his dad. That was good, but when he has to fight the dragon,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The dragon.
it I guess he has to be the superhero that that's how it's set up, but it
The
I
movie
don't
was
know,
still
it
good
didn't
either way.
it was still good, but it
It was still
just
good.
that last scene was like, huh?
Yeah,
He's not fighting the dragon with like
the rings.
the rings. He's fighting it
Yeah,
with chi and the rings
yeah,
put together, and I was just like, I don't know. Like, he doesn't have any powers.
yeah.
It
That's
was
true. Yeah,
established from the beginning.
Yeah,
But then
it's
again,
pretty much the
the
ring,
rings give him the powers, so I was like,
or gave him the ring power. Period.
I guess.
Yeah, because he's not really. It's pretty much like the force with the rings. Like
Yeah.
it just empowers him and embodies him. Um, like just how the force is the best way I can explain it. It's just the force,
Hmm.
but it's just the chi and just whatever the rings of power or whatever or whatever. I'm fucking saying rings of power
Oh,
because
and
the ring. Sorry about
they're
that,
gonna
but
come up definitely in the future on
oh
another
yeah,
future Marvel
like
character,
I'm
like
wondering
something. It
because
has to do with something.
since that scene on the last scene with with Mark Ruffalo and uh was it was it Captain Marvel that show too on the end of the scene there too, was it?
Yes,
Okay, so yeah, so we got to see what happens there. I mean, to be honest, I thought that was gonna be out this year sometime, but it wasn't.
but it isn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know nothing right now besides Deadpool within Marvel is probably like the
Besides
highest.
Madam Web,
Yeah, there you
because
go.
Madam Web
But
was like a shit show.
yeah.
Did you know the actress Dakota something, Dakota Weather or something like that? The main actress that's supposed to be Madam Web.
Hmm.
As soon as this movie came out, she fired her her agent.
Oh no shit.
Like right as soon as this movie was gonna come out for theaters for everyone, she immediately fired her agent.
Oh wow,
So I'm like, that tells you something about this movie.
that's crazy.
Because even if the main actor doesn't want any involvement in this movie, but technically, I guess she has to get involved because she's getting a paycheck.
Exactly.
So she's legally obligated to act because she was paid for it. So like, I don't
True.
know, but but just knowing that even the actress didn't want this movie to come out because for most of her time, um, she was stuck in front of a blue screen or a green screen.
Okay. Right.
Most of her time was spent in front of a blue or green screen, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like,
That's funny.
hmm? Oh, oh, okay, right now, okay.
Is it is it time?
Almost,
Okay,
but yeah,
Just let me know.
um,
Um okay, well let's go in and see what else we can try to talk about before we get out of here. Let's see. Any TV shows that catching your eye right now
right now, I watched
that you like?
Hawkeye. I watched Hawkeye.
Did you
I
like that?
finished Loki. For sure,
Okay, okay.
I loved the final scene when Loki took the throne and took the whole multiverses together and combined everything all into one tree. Like that was his character. That was technically what Loki should have been, but it all led up to that final scene when he's walking up and carrying the burdens of every single multiverse with him and turning it into his power and then just sitting down and then technically now he's what's holding everything together because the time space he's technically the space stone because
Hmm.
he's green
Right.
technically,
Technically.
and he also has to do with jumping in and out of like different timelines. So like
True.
he technically did do that. So he's technically the space stone. The Uh, I mean the time stone. The space stone is now going to be like, I think Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
The the reality stone is Scarlet Witch, because I don't believe that she died in the
And the
final
rocks,
in the
and the rock when the rocks
uh-huh.
fell.
I don't believe that she died. She just she changed reality as it was. So
Okay.
like she's somewhere else. Um
Now, just real quick, did you ever watch Daredevil?
no. I'm planning on watching it, but I have
That's
not
the
watched it.
show. When you get done, whatever done your show you're watching, watch that show, bro. That show's probably one of the best fucking shows on Disney Plus, if not the best ones, because it's
Mhm.
so gory. Um,
Oh,
yes,
there's
it's
actual
gory.
blood?
There's gore. It's boring. It's oh yeah, bro. There's blood up in there. I
Mhm.
can't say so much, but Daredevil was probably one of the best. Fuck, dude. I mean, I can't wait till the movie comes out or the new series or the Daredevil Born Again, if it's gonna be a movie or series. But dude, that's the show. Like you gotta watch that and then watch the ones when they come together. So the last episode of Daredevil, don't watch the last episode until you watch the ones that they come together.
Come together? What do you mean?
Yeah. So there's Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron
So just
Fist.
watch it in chronological order.
I mean, I mean, unless you already know what the characters are, if you don't know, watch the shows. I just gotta say, don't
I
give.
already know everything, all the
Okay,
characters, so
okay.
I
So
technically will watch the
okay,
whole show, Daredevil.
okay. So yeah, don't worry about watching the individual ones with Jessica Jones and you know, uh, with Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Just watch the ones where they come together because once you finish that, once you finish the episodes of that one, then you watch the last season of Daredevil, because that's when the season, that's when that's when it continues. Because if you watch all of Daredevil,
Mhm.
it's gonna lose you in the last season. It's gonna completely lose you. So before you watch that last season of Daredevil, watch I think oh shit, I don't know what
Echo?
season. No, not Echo. No, Echo's different. It's a little different still. Um just when you watch the ones when they come together, I forgot what that shit they're called. Um shit, hold on, let me look it up fast because it's
Is
gonna
it a
bother.
team?
Yeah, it's a team of Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist, which is a badass series. Either it, I think it. They're. I mean, don't get me wrong. I watched all the individual shows. I think they were. I thought they were all good. Iron Fist, you would have to watch. You have to give Iron Fist time for it to get good because it does get good. Within 3 episodes, it's kind of but then it gets better. So you don't have to watch it, but I
But what
mean,
if I
I
already
kind of
know the characters?
if you know the characters, don't even fucking worry about it.
Okay.
It just wastes the time. Um,
Okay. So
but
then
let me
don't
go.
watch them.
So don't watch them since you already know they're pretty much their characters.
Mhm.
Let me go to Daredevil and see what the actual name is. Um, so I won't get the name wrong because it's gonna bother me. Um, let's see. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm sorry. Daredevil. Okay, so Daredevil. So okay, it's loading. All right. So okay, it's called the Defenders.
Okay.
Okay, so oh, the Punisher's fucking good. You haven't seen it either. Have you seen
No,
the
I
Punisher
haven't.
yet?
No,
Ooh
I haven't.
man, the dude that plays from The Walking Dead.
Mhm.
Um, he plays a badass Punisher. Definitely watch that one. Um, shit. You know what? You should watch Punisher first, and then watch Daredevil.
Mm.
Okay, because Daredevil, it's only um
Like
Daredevil only
six
has
episodes,
it's only 2 seasons.
2 seasons,
So
12
I'm looking at,
episodes.
and it has 13 episodes on the first season,
Oh, okay.
and then on the second season there's 13 as well, and they're all between 51 minutes to 57 minutes.
Mm.
So pretty good, like almost a movie. Um, so definitely watch Punisher, then watch. Uh, you can still watch Daredevil. Um, just don't watch the third season. You can watch the first and second season. Once you get done with the second season of Daredevil, then go ahead and watch Defenders, and then the
Okay.
story where and then the story will continue, of how they all meet, because since they all fucking live in New York, um, they're gonna meet each other.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Sorry, if you guys haven't been under a rock, but um, they're all gonna come together, and I fucking love it, dude. It's amazing. So yeah, so definitely watch, Daredevil season 1 and 2. Actually, no, I'm lying. Like I said, I'm sorry. Sorry, reverse it. Watch Punisher, watch Daredevil, first and second season, then watch Defenders. Once you complete the Defenders, I think it's only one season, I think. Um, then go ahead and watch the last season of season 3 of Daredevil. So 100% 5-star all the way, action packed, blood. I mean, shit, they even have little sex scenes, dude. Like it's crazy.
Damn.
Um, but I would say this: Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, um, they have some scenes in there in their own episodes.
I'll just watch Jessica Jones.
Yeah, you dirty little boy. Um, but I mean, they don't show nothing, but they pretty much you can. I mean, it pretty much we know, but it's really good. I mean, okay, like between all of them, I like Jessica Jones. I liked her story. I did like Luke Cage's story. I liked it. I recommend watching them. Iron Fist, that too as well, but not too much of Iron Fist. Maybe I mean you can watch it, but
I'm not gonna watch it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But Jessica Jones and Luke Cage are really good.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, yes, I mean, just because we know the characters or we know the story, I still liked it. Like it gave me more detail of their stories, and when you watch the episode, you kind of figure, oh shit, this is why, and oh, this is why she is, oh, this is why he is. So it kind of gives a depth of the character watching their stories.
Hmm.
So that's why I kind of like when I watched Daredevil and then watch Defenders and about the Punisher didn't really come out until maybe after the Defenders came out in the time
So
because
just
you
watch all of them except for Luke Cage. Got it.
no no then no then Iron Fist.
Iron Fist.
Yeah,
Okay.
Iron Fist, but Jessica Jones, Luke Cage,
Because I
definitely
already
watch.
know everything there is. Well, not everything, but I get the gist of it.
Yeah,
What
I
Iron
mean,
Fist is.
yeah,
Like
I mean, e-
I already
I mean,
have
each your own. I mean, it's up to you. Do what you want to do, but I gotta say, bro, you won't be
Daredevil.
you
Definitely.
won't. Yeah, Daredevil is one of the fucking movies that shit. I want to be Daredevil for Halloween. Shit, that's how good it is. Fuck, I want to
Hmm.
buy the suit, but I'm not because it's too expensive. I already have the Spider-Man suit. Um, but yeah, dude. Echo. I haven't watched Echo yet,
I haven't
um,
watched it either. That was my
so
next show to watch.
I'm
So
thinking about it. So I'm curious of what's about. So I don't know shit of what the Echo what it means. Period. But
I know that she's technically a Native American with superpowers
okay, okay,
because uh, not only does she not have her hearing, but
Oh, she's deaf.
she's
She's
deaf.
deaf. Oh, okay, she's
She
deaf.
is a
Okay,
deaf
okay,
character, so
okay.
you will see a lot of this,
Oh, okay, okay.
a lot of
Oh,
sign language. So
okay, okay.
that's to be expected. That's normal.
Okay. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Well, that's well
She
interesting.
does a lot of
Maybe
sign language, and
okay. Well,
it's a really interesting character that they have that they're going with. But in the grand scheme of things, like technically, she's not one of the main characters
uh-huh.
of the MCU.
Okay.
They
Okay,
can
okay.
do something like Nova,
Okay.
not Nova. Um, what's his name? Like, remember the Nova Corps? Um,
Yeah.
remember at the end of Guardians 2, they technically teased the Eternals. But
Oh,
remember
yeah, yeah.
when they were hatching the perfect being inside of um, that like cryopod, and then he came out, and then we saw him in the third movie.
Mhm.
They should do some kind of show that has to do with him growing
Okay.
as a character.
Okay.
I'd like that a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, dude. Shit, dude. I mean, I'm glad. Thank you. I just gotta say thank you so much for your time, bro. I know it's been a while, but it's great talking to you again. I mean, it's been such a long time since we talked, and um, everybody, just to let everybody know out there, this is the first time we actually seen each other since forever. Seems like forever, anyway, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, everybody, just let everybody know this is the first time interaction with how we're talking with each other, and it's been a while. We can go
Mm-hmm.
on for talking about shit. Um, because it's already been an hour and 37 minutes of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so this is gonna be good. When people listen to it on Spotify and Google Podcasts or wherever you get your podcast outlets, it'll be everywhere. Everybody, it'll be on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcast, or wherever podcasts you get available. Um, let's see. Before we get out of here, I know I know you're probably hungry. I'm getting
Mm-hmm.
hungry as well. I didn't really eat so much. I don't really like panda too much. My wife got panda, but I don't really like panda too much. Uh, I gotta maybe make chorizo and papas right now. I don't care what time it is. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
um, let's see. Oh, how is your hands? Can you move your hands better now? You're right.
Um, this is about it. Watch. That's it. That's
Oh,
about as much as I can do.
but that's like pretty much 50% right there.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, because some people can't even even pick up their arm. It's
Yeah.
it,
Yeah,
it
I know that. Like I can
yeah.
do any kind of movement with my shoulder,
Yeah,
but
you can
everything else with
you
my
can fucking
hand.
knock somebody out
Mm-hmm.
with that fucking arm.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I try not to,
Yeah, like,
especially when I'm asleep.
hey motherfucker,
No,
shit.
especially when I'm asleep. I don't. I try not to smack my wife in the face with it, because when I'm sleeping, I like toss and turn.
Uh-huh.
So
Shit,
that.
nightmare. Wait, pineapples. Shit. You know what, dude? I'm planning to go to Walmart tomorrow. I gotta pick up my W-2s. Um, Planning to
I already
go
got
because
mine.
I have it on the mail from Walmart.
Yeah, yeah.
I
They
haven't got
mail
mine
it
yet.
to you.
I haven't checked. I checked it 2 days ago. I haven't gotten it yet all this time. Well, maybe I'll check it before I even waste my time of going.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll definitely check. I'll check tomorrow morning. Yeah, I'll check in the morning when I drop off my baby to school.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, dude. I'll say it was a great show, dude. Thank you so much, Alex, for coming on the show. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much for
Don't forget it,
having me.
dude. It's been a while since we talked about gaming last time.
Yeah, I know.
Um, there's so much we can still talk about. Uh, don't go real quick after the show. I'm gonna ask you a few things off, off the show. Um, but we'll go ahead, everybody. We'll go ahead and wrap this up, everybody. I am your host tomorrow with my co-host Alex. I do thank him and I appreciate him coming on the show. Um,
Hmm.
we'll be having him more on the show often. As soon as we just plan this stuff out when he's not busy
Hmm.
or when I'm not busy.
When I'm
But
not
yes, sir.
having any physical therapy appointments or any
Yes,
appointments for my mom's
exactly.
surgery or any
Yes,
appointments for anybody else,
you're
then
right.
yes, I'll be
Yeah.
available.
Yes, everybody. But yeah, everybody, I hope everybody doing the show. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Please, everybody, leave comments, rate the show on Spotify. I would very appreciate it. Remember, to like and subscribe. Um, please follow me on my TikTok, and I am thankful I do have 900 followers on TikTok.
Mm,
Um, thank you so much, everybody, for that. When you guys see this on the TikTok, because I will be posting half of the show on TikTok. Um, I do want to say thank you, everybody that's been watching all my TikToks. Basically, it's basically a Fortnite channel,
mm-hmm,
but I do have vlogs and stuff like that on my information. But it's basically a Fortnite channel. But I do want to thank everybody that's been commenting, and communication is key on there. And thank you guys for all the positive comments as well.
mm-hmm,
Um, but yeah, thank you guys, everybody, for following the show all this time. I was supposed to have a show before this show. I was supposed to have um my co-host Andreas. Like we're going to talk about more wrestling, more WWE 2K24 that's coming out next month. But he didn't text me back, so maybe something came up. But uh, just everybody be prepared for that show. I don't know if it's gonna happen later tomorrow or earlier. I maybe not tomorrow. I'll be busy tomorrow. But everybody, yeah. But this is tomorrow's Open Talk podcast experience, episode 103. I am your host tomorrow. It's my boy Alex again, and I'll see everybody on the next episode of this podcast, and I'll see you guys on Fortnite on all the challenges available soon. So everybody have a good day. Alex, stay
bye.
behind, and I'll see everybody on the next podcast. And once I get this video that I'm trying to find to get out of here. All right, everybody, have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Will you guys see me on my podcast or on my TikTok, everybody, or on YouTube? See you later. I am on Spotify as well. Everybody, peace out. Have a good day. Later.
Goodbye. Have a good